So guys, we've been in Sri Lanka now for around 3 weeks and we've covered plenty of ground and seen many beautiful places here. Today we want to give you the reasons why we love Sri Lanka so much, and give you a couple of reasons why you should think to visit Sri Lanka in the near future. Let's jump right in.
So the first point as to why you should consider visiting Sri Lanka in 2022 or 2023 is safety. Now you guys have been messaging us, especially all of our European subscribers and followers have been messaging us about safety issues. Is it safe to visit Sri Lanka in 2022? And yes, it is. Now we have been a little bit scared at the beginning as well, because obviously we heard in the news that there was a little bit of unrest in the street and so on, but these things do not consider tourists. So as a tourist here, you are 100% on the safe side. We didn't see anything so far, and we even go so far that I am able to walk the streets of Sri Lanka at night by myself without Luke as well. I did it the other day. I walked to the ATM at night and it was totally fine. But obviously, as in every single country, there are good people, there are bad people. Just be smart about what you're doing. Now, don't go out at night in the darkest alley by yourself and look for trouble, basically. Just be smart about what you're doing.
Reason number two why you might want to consider visiting Sri Lanka, and also reason number two why we love this country so much, is because of the diversity of natural beauty that you will find on this island paradise. From the north all the way down to the south, all the way to the east coast and the west coast, it is just gorgeous, stunning nature. You can find mountain areas in the center of Sri Lanka where you can take beautiful scenic train rides winding through, and you can literally hang out the door if you dare and take in the natural beauty that is in front of you. Down south, where we are here in Tangale right now, you have some of the most stunning untouched beaches in the world, and that is the same for all around the coast of Sri Lanka. There's so much to discover here when it comes to nature and natural beauty. Do it. Get here now.
Reason number three is the food. Oh my God, the food. If you have been following us for a while now, you know for sure that Luke and I are big foodies and we love food left, right and center, and the food here in Sri Lanka is so good. Now obviously it is a little bit on the spicier side, so if you're sensitive when it comes to that, you might have to find and look a little bit longer for restaurants that do not make spicy food. But if you are into spicy food, this is the place for you. It is the most delicious food that we have tried in a very long time, and there's pretty much nothing that you can compare to this type of food, because you are on an island and the food is very special here, and it really goes very close to our hearts, and if we ever do leave Sri Lanka, we will miss it so much.
Reason number four, and probably the most important reason of all, the people of Sri Lanka. This island, this beautiful place, has some of the most incredible people that we have ever encountered in our lives. We've been traveling now extensively and living out of our backpacks for right around 2 years now. We've experienced some really truly incredible places, and we've met some very warm and kind people along our travels as well. But Sri Lanka, you cannot compare just how warm, open, smiling and friendly the people are here. They literally will invite you into their home and have a meal with you. They will open up their house and have a coffee or a Ceylon tea with you. These people are out of this world, and we cannot put across how much we thoroughly enjoy spending time with local Sri Lankans. For example, in our last video, or literally the video just before this one, we had an incredible meal in a family home restaurant not too far from where we're staying right here. They invited us into their kitchen and showed us how they prepare their amazing food. The people of Sri Lanka, number one.
The next reason is the wide variety of accommodations. So no matter what your budget might be or what the price point you're looking for might be, you will for sure find it in Sri Lanka. So for example, if you are a backpacker, there are loads and loads of backpacker hostels, or for example guest houses, homestays and so on. If you're looking for a spa resort, 5-star type of villa or something, you will find that here. So no matter, like, everything from the cheapest to the most expensive. There is an option for you somewhere in between. It's not like other countries. For example, if we look at our home countries in Germany and Ireland, there's pretty much only the option of a hotel. Sometimes you will find a hostel, but that hostel will still be around 5 times more expensive than a really nice place here in Sri Lanka. So no matter what type of budget you're traveling with, you will for sure find an accommodation here in Sri Lanka. For example, in Ella or in Tangale, where we are right now, the majority of times breakfast is even included in the price, and you always get to know a lovely family, for example, that runs said hostels or said homestays as well. So you always find a deep human connection alongside your accommodation, which is just perfect.
Guys, reason number 6 why we love this island so much. The culture and the history of this island goes back literally thousands of years. You can find incredible temples scattered all throughout this island. You will even casually encounter monks crossing the road while you're walking down to go to a local supermarket, for example. The culture and the history of this country is so unique, so separate from the rest of the world, that it will literally blow your mind. There's so many different things that you can learn about, and the culture is different in different parts of the island. So for example, up north in a region like Jaffna, for example, you will find more Tamil people. When you come down here to the south where we are right now, it's more Sinhala, and Sinhala tends to be more leaning towards Buddhism. Tamils are more towards Hinduism. Both of those religions have very different history and a lot of different aspects to those religions. This just adds an extra bit of interest into this country, and if you are a tourist that is interested in checking out history, culture, and that's what you like, Sri Lanka is a place for you.
If you are more of a spiritual person like Luke and myself as well, there's not only the option to be in nature, obviously, because everywhere where you go in Sri Lanka there's nature. There's also the option of yoga retreats, massages, learning about Buddhism, learning about Hinduism, being in temples and so on, and all of that at a very affordable price. Now I know if you do a yoga retreat in the likes of Germany, that might set you back around 200 euro a week or something like that, and that is very different here. You can find yourself and go on a spiritual journey for so much less money, and you're actually at the source. So Buddhism is a religion, and Hinduism as well, that has been here in the country now for thousands and thousands of years. The people here have been practicing yoga and meditation and all of these things for thousands and thousands of years. So they will for sure know better than us Europeans. So if you're looking for something like that, Sri Lanka is the place for you.
Another reason why you guys certainly have to consider visiting Sri Lanka as soon as possible is your money is going to stretch so much further here on this island. If you are coming from a country, let's say like the United States of America, and you're dealing mostly in US dollars, your money is going to get you so much further than it can, for example, anywhere in the rest of the world almost. Yes, there are a few countries here and there that might be able to compete with Sri Lanka, but for the value that you get in return for your money here, I'm talking about food, accommodation, everything. The money that you spend here in Sri Lanka will go the extra mile. If you go to, example, a really nice restaurant that's by the beach here in Sri Lanka, and you have, let's say, $10–15 on your daily budget, you'll be able to eat like a king. I'm telling you, this place is different when it comes to value for your money. Obviously, the situation right now is not so great for the locals in terms of value for their money, but I'm talking purely here from the perspective of a tourist coming and checking out this place and spending, you know, a couple of weeks. If you're coming here with euro, US dollars, Japanese yen, whatever it might be, you'll be able to get a lot more value for your money, and it's a very wise decision rather than going somewhere like Italy and blowing it all on a piece of cake.
Another reason why you should consider Sri Lanka is the availability of adventurous sports. So for example, if you're the type of person that likes to be in nature, that likes to go hiking, that likes to go surfing, that likes to go surfing or something like that, you will find all of that here. So there are loads and loads of places, for example, around the coast where you can learn how to surf. You can do wild water rafting, for example, in the middle of the country. There are hikes available everywhere you go, and the views along the way are just spectacular. And there are so many waterfalls as well. So no matter what it is you're looking for in terms of sports, outside, you will for sure find it. We also obviously found places in Ella, for example, for zip lining or archery or, you know, climbing outside and all of these things. So if that is something that you are into, definitely put Sri Lanka on your list.
And on the flip side of what Naomi just said, if you are not into adventure sports, if you're not into the big city life, the hustle and bustle of the concrete jungles around you, Sri Lanka is here for you. This, as I keep calling it, the island paradise of Sri Lanka is here for you. Laid back surfer vibes, beautiful beaches, hammocks everywhere. This place just has a different feeling to the rest of the world. Even places like we've been before, like Mexico, down south in Mexico, along the Caribbean coast, doesn't compare to the vibe that Sri Lanka has everywhere. You will see, as you're walking down the street, people greeting you with big smiles on their face. Very, very laid back, smiling, hello, how's your day? People have time to stop and talk and interact with you. It's not a problem for them. People are not in a rush here. People are out and about doing their daily activities, and if you so happen to run across someone, they would love to catch up with you, meet you, make friends with you, etc., etc. The people here just make this island life vibe so appealing, so attractive, and it is up there with one of the amazing things. As we have created this list for you guys, it is one of the most important things that's going to keep you here. We came here on a 30-day visa, and as you probably might have heard in our last video, we want to extend it as long as we possibly can because the vibe here is unbeatable. So guys, with all that being said, I hope that we have convinced you to come as quick as you can and check out Sri Lanka soon.
If you still have any questions though, we're always open on Instagram. If you want to reach out to us, you have questions about accommodation or anything else that might be on your mind, definitely reach out to us either on Facebook or Instagram. Instagram is probably easier.
Absolutely guys, and I hope that you appreciate just how much we are putting in right now to putting out these videos. We're trying our best to increase the amount of videos that we're pushing out, but if you do like this video, all that we ask is that you hit the thumbs up button and maybe share this video with a few of your friends. But for now, my name is Luke.
My name is Naomi.
We are the Two Mad Explorers.
And this is your reminder to keep exploring.
See you guys in the next Sri Lankan adventure.
Stuti for watching.
Stuti. Bye bye.